What's good, y'all? So tonight was the night before the 4th of July. So I might make another video tomorrow, but either way, I want to go ahead and say this. For anybody who is celebrating 4th of July, shooting off fireworks, especially, just be safe, be careful, but at the same time, enjoy yourselves and have a very safe, blessed, and phenomenal 4th of July. But tonight was the July 3rd edition of Monday Night Raw, post Raw, coming off the heels of the Money in the Bank pay per view event. And we kicked the show off with Seth Rollins, who got confronted by the American Nightmare and Cody Rhodes right before getting on the mic. It looked like he was going to challenge Rollins to a match. Brock Lesnar showed up. So Brock Lesnar, all this time, Cody's been trying to call him out. Cody's been trying to tell him off, but Brock didn't answer. But he finally answered tonight, and Brock and Cody went at it, and they went at it all the way to commercial break. And then when we got back from commercial break, Cody and Brock were gone. And then Judgment Day came out, and then they were talking about Money in the Bank, and then they were talking about Rollins, how he really shouldn't be world champion, all that stuff. And then DOMINIK stepped up to the plate and was like, or Dirty, excuse me, Dirty Dom stepped up to the plate and challenged Rollins. So Rollins was like, "All right, Dirty Dom, you want a title match? You want a match against me tonight? All right, play it. I was gonna party with Baltimore tonight, but hey, I'll take care of you tonight, and then I'll go party." Damian Priest still stood out there after the segment, which I thought the opening segment was really good. I really liked how it was really produced well for the most part. But our first official match of the night was Damian Priest versus Shinsuke Nakamura. These guys had a somewhat of a really solid match here, but Damian Priest won it here. Obviously, Damian's still riding off that momentum after winning Money in the Bank. So obviously, him beating Nakamura tonight wasn't surprising and wasn't shocking, but it was good that he got the win though. And Shinsuke, he tried, but it wasn't enough, obviously. Shayna Baszler cut, in my opinion, probably the best promo of her entire career because she confronted Ronda. Ronda was like, "Why?" basically. And then Shayna was just like, "I've done everything for you. I've carried you. Like, I'm the reason why you're even in this company in the first place. I'm the reason why you even started wrestling. I helped train you, and you ruined me. You ruined my wrestling career. You made it miserable here." Like, basically, she was telling Ronda, like, "You brought me down. Now I have to bring you down." So Ronda and Shayna were going at it, and again, this, I'm telling you, like, go back and watch this promo if you haven't already. This was a really, really good promo from Shayna. But Ronda and her fought, and as we saw how that happened, Ronda got kneed. So it looks like we're going to be getting a match between Ronda and Shayna Baszler for SummerSlam. So that is made official. That should be really good there. Oh, there was a women's tag team turmoil to find out who's going to be the first challengers for Liv and Raquel. And this was actually the in-ring debut for Indy Hartwell, but she didn't really do anything because Candice LeRae and Indy got beat fast. And then Nikki and Emma were next, and then obviously they lost. And then Dana Brooke and Tegan Knox. And then Caden Carnage and Chance got eliminated because guess who won the match, y'all? Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. They ain't winning them titles, I'll tell you that. I mean, they may have won tonight, but they sure as heck ain't winning them titles. Though this will probably be happening on Raw or something. I don't see them really doing this for SummerSlam. SummerSlam's like a month away, you know what I mean? But nonetheless, Becky came out. She was basically like Trish. Oh, Trish wore the same because she apparently, which I didn't even see it, but apparently in Money in the Bank she broke her nose, but she wore the same nose like attire and everything. I thought that was really cool from our old days. But Becky was calling both of them out for a fight, and they was like, "Nah, you not gonna get that. Like you ain't gonna get that fight." So but Cody Rhodes came out and he told Lesnar he'll be ready, and he says he wants another shot at him and he'll fight him anytime. So, like I said, SummerSlam, I think those guys are going to definitely fight at SummerSlam to end their little rivalry here. And the six-man tag team match play between Alpha Academy and Maximum Dupree versus the Viking Raiders and Vala Valhani. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I'm really happy Alpha Academy and Maximum Dupree got here. I thought Maxine Dupree looked really good in this one. And I'm glad they got this team to win because, man, if the Viking Raiders would have won, I would have been like, really, dude? really like Viking Raiders. I feel like they've fallen off a bit. Like they're not. This ain't the same Viking Raiders that was from NXT and stuff. And then their manager just. I'm just like, oh man, like they're this. This don't work for me at least. You know what I'm saying? Rhea, Natalya. This was for the Women's World Championship, and unlike the past previous times where Rhea just dominated Natalya, like she did not dominate Natalya in this one, but like Natalya attacked her before the match, and then Natalya she did get a few shots in, but Rhea still won. Rhea beat Natalya after the match, but Liv and Raquel came out there, so obviously it looks like Rhea's gonna be getting a feud with Raquel soon, and Rhea actually had she had a little confrontation with Io. Io was like, I got my money in the bank. And Rhea was like, sweetheart, like, if you even think about it, it's the worst mistake of your life. One thing I do want to touch on before I move on, we saw a little promo from both The Miz and Ciampa. Those guys, I thought, cut really, really good promos. I know The Miz said in this promo, like, the last person who called me a coward is no longer here. I wonder who he's referring to. I wonder who he's talking about. But really good promos from both those guys. And then Ricochet called out Logan Paul because after Money in the Bank, those two were fighting backstage. So Ricochet and Logan Paul, man, those guys are like they about to fight for SummerSlam. I think that'd be really cool. A really good match between those guys. But yeah, Ricochet basically calling out Logan Paul. Matt Riddle took on Giovanni Vinci. This match didn't really last long. Matt Riddle just dominated here and he won to get his win back from Gunther, which the Imperium did beat him down after the match, but then McIntyre came out there and he had to stare down with Gunther, and yeah, I thought that was really cool there. Rollins took on Dominik Mysterio, or Dirty Dom. Since when they start calling him Dirty Dom, you know what I mean? Like Dirty Dan from SpongeBob. But nonetheless, we're getting off track here. Yeah, it was a good match, I thought. It was a good main event. Overall, I thought this episode, coming off the heels of Money in the Bank, was pretty solid for... Well, let me not say. It was kind of meh. It was a meh episode. Like, the opening segment was good. Shayna's promo was good. Main event was good. But outside of that, everything else in the show just kind of felt like... Even the women's match still. Like, it was just like, oh, filler. And just like, oh, okay. Like, all right. I hope y'all enjoyed my Raw review. Continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. This has been the Kid DC Wrestling. I'll see y'all next time in the video. Peace.